What's up, guys? Today, for episode 7, well, just on the last episode, we're quite broke. So, this episode, oh no, it looks weird. There we go. This episode, we'll be making some money. Um, yeah. Let me, let's head over here. So our current money making, this is the biggest, second biggest money maker that we have. About 4,000, about 5,000 including soil every cycle. Some nice pollution knockoff. Anyways, let me decide on what we're gonna be doing for this, or what we're gonna be making. Alright guys, we can research it. Liquid nitrogen gas. Let's start making it. Alright, LNG should be in tier 3 factories. So, ooh, 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 ooh. What the hell? Why would you do that? So power hungry. That's another 120 MF a second. What the fuck? I kind of want this thing to constantly run. Oh, you cost 1.25 million, don't you? So, you don't sell for much, do you? Yeah, and I don't have a gas burner either. Fuck. Ooh, oil. Sell, sell the water. Sell the water-free gas. Because, yeah, no, it costs too much to refine again. He's point for crude oil for just joshing with y'all. Oh, this is getting cut out. Up, guys? I've come up with an idea. Uh, that would be iron cube squared. So you go through a bit of iron, uh, ironing it, and it turns plate. But instead of rolling it, we put it into another press. Cute. Look at that. So, of course, I want to make 4 of them. So an iron plate a second. I could probably make 8, but it just gets too big as simple. So an iron plate a second is also an iron ingot a second is also 1 liquid iron every 2 seconds, which is also 3 electric furnaces. 3 electric furnaces is 15. Okay. Nothing too bad. Not too shabby. Hmm, 10, 19. Alright, so I guess that's a lot better. Still kind of really sucks. Hmm. I do want to start. We should search that alloyer. What is an industrial? The industrial electric furnace will let me do a lot. I wonder if I should start doing plastics or something. Okay. Glass seems to be our best bet right next to this. Well, we seem to be getting a good amount of money. So I guess I'll AFK the search points, guys. Let's get over to the computer. 37,000 is what was it? Alright, so no. So very small. It takes 600,000 power a second. Is something that you don't come you just don't randomly find. Plus, I'm starting to get tired. So, alright, I'm gonna start AFKing this now. Pretty sure some of you guys were already expecting this, but as you can see by my money, um, I don't have enough. Cost 1 million to turn 2 grains of sand into 1 liquid glass every 5 seconds, which is not nearly enough to make half a glass every second. So, to make all of said money, I will most likely need to scale this up. But I will continue looking, and for now I will look and get back to you with an answer. Okay. After a while, I've come up with a solution of concrete bricks at 2x. You will need 3 quarries for 2 of them for soil, 1 of them for clay, and 1 of them for limestone. Of course, we'll sell one of the soils clay for extra money, but we're gonna turn that or we're gonna turn that soil into gravel. We're gonna turn that gravel into raw mix. We are gonna, or aggregate. We're gonna send that aggregate over to the concrete plant where it will weigh 12 water and 20 cement, which we will get in the raw mix from mixing our one thing of clay and our one thing. So we're gonna need 4 quarries. Okay, because we're gonna need 90. So we'll split the clay from the second soil. We'll bring in a second limestone, which will split off and sell. Then we'll combine the two in 3 raw mills. Set my alarm for the run. It's supposed to go off 12 hours ago. Anyways, um, which will be sent into an industrial kiln to go make our 60 concrete, or 60 cement, which will all turn into 40 wet concrete, which will turn into 40 bricks, also known as 4 bricks a second. And at a nice 150 for $600 a second. So let's build it up. We will most likely speed through some of this. We're also going to pull in a lot more power because it's 200,000 kmf for just the quarries. Divided by 10, then divided by 2. That's 12 water a second. It's 2 water, or no, 12 water a second, in which we will be getting 2 water pumps. Okay, we are going to shorten it down by half. Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. About it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, kabow. Right, this is still going to be expensive because it is 12,000 for each side's water. And then, so that's 12,000 or 24,000 plus 3,000, 27,000 already, not including parts. Yes, I do officially have to start using these pipes. So my definition, actually, by new definition, I have hit early mid game. I consider myself mid game when I unlock, I don't know, purple gold. Yeah, and we'll start early late game by the time I have a coal power plant set up. The mid late game by the time I have, or mid late game will be, I mean, I guess. Sorry, I'm thinking, I'm blanking. Like nuclear stuff made, not placed in, made. I don't. I watched a couple videos for the past couple of nights. I think we need a lot more than one coal power plant. You might have to follow the recipe for a tier or 24,000 liter a second. It's going to be hard because I barely ran a 2,000 liter a second. I say barely because I had to fix it by myself after nuclear update because it changed again. I'm pretty sure it's something about the heat. Anyways, alright, now we gotta get into this. I'm gonna want some more room for that because the limestone will not be too hard. do kind of want to turn this on now. So let me go put in some more power. Powered, of course, it will take a while. Which is why I want to get done now. That looks like sand. It's not like sand. Dang it. Okay. That might be. I'm not gonna go look at the recording, see if I was wrong. Because if I'm wrong, it sucks to be me. I feel like I may or may not have pressed sand. Oh, is that like a loading bar? No. See this done. No, it was limestone. Anyways, I guess let's start getting this out of the way. So, soil, of course, and our clay. Yeah, yeah. So make 120. So that will be 2 pipe intersections. Alright, so we're gonna split it 50-50. Split it 50-50. Recollect. And then sell it. That's what we do with the useless parts. Parts that we won't need at all. Because if we don't have parts that we need right here, we use cause backup. Backup will set us back a lot. And really annoying. So I probably have a chipmunk voice by now. You're joking. And this one I'm putting a truck depot. Let me place it. That is pretty big. Which is what we don't want. Alright. That's the 90 we'll be using. That's why, because we're splitting it off. 120. Yeah, 120, 60, 60, 30, 30, 30 recirculate, 90, 30 out, sold. And then we're going to need the full 120. Anyways, you done limestone? Yeah. Let's get the lime. No. Limestone does not get done first. It gets paired up with clay. So, yeah, it gets mixed up with clay into 3 raw milks. Then we'll combine 3 coal a second and 3 industrial kilns. There are 60 cement. We don't need that much. Like, at all. We're not making 60 cement, we're making 40. Wait, we're only gonna make 40. Hold on. Wait. So I use 1 second, so we use 2. We're doubling it up. What made me think that we were tripling? I will take triple. Yeah. Hold on, let me do some calculations here. Alright, I feel dumb. This isn't 30, it's 20. So, yeah, but no, we still need it. So we still get our 60 every 20 seconds, 30. Will leave us with our 40 cement, which is also 2 a second, which leaves us off with 2 times the concrete. My original math is right. Alright, so, yeah, let's get our raw mills up. Alright, start. These things are big. Oh my gosh, okay. Alright, let's bring out this. Hold on, how much power are we gonna take? 7.5 thousand. Okay. Ugh. May seem a bit confusing, but to me, somehow it makes sense. You know, it's just like it's literally amazing. So you can sell a lot of clay doing this. But of course, it's not 120 clay. Instantly, it's 120 clay over the time period that we need. You rocking what I'm rolling. That's actually a good idea. Fun some music. It's forever. Nothing lasts forever. Oops, I flooded the pipes with the wrong thing. Okay, good. Alright, cool. That is those things. Don't lose your baby. Don't come back. Lose your baby. Oh, don't come back. Lose your baby. No, don't come back. Alright, so 4 cold drills per what? Yeah, per industrial. 4 per industrial. 3 industrial counts. The huge things. Yes, yes, Rico. Kaboom. I kind of like this setup, yo. I mean, we'll see if it truly works. And that will be plus 45,000. Ugh. Ugh. It's getting real nasty. It's powerful. Alright, California. Window. Sun. Sunshine. Right, right, right. How about ain't nobody fucking with you, but we go. Don't keep the breeze. Startup's weird. Just set up a turbine. Blue wire. Hey, that is concrete mix. Okay. 2 ingredients left. One easy. One we go through 50-step process. Of course, I can't get this little started without moving some soil. So 120 soil. 12 grinders. What? Alright, 12 grinders will give me 120, which I'll put in 4 raw mills. I get 80 aggregate. In how many seconds? Okay, so that's 4 aggregate. Need 4 aggregate. Holy. This recipe is amazing. Alright, anyways. Was it the grinder? I already forgot. Yeah, okay, 12 grinders. Alright, let's check out how much power this is gonna take. That times 12. Alright, let me go install some new power. Hold on. Well, let me. This is so long, so long. God damn it. 5 diesel generators. This want power to be a non-issue, yo. I mean, it's becoming a worse and a worse of an issue. Okay, now that we have all. Sorry, I was looking at something. Bravo. Why is my thing doing that? Bravo. That's right, isn't it? The 4 raw news. Alright, so still thinking type here. 4 raw news. Holy. I mean, I think I should just build them over here. I can't even move. should have looked for bid. This is some good cash right here. This is this isn't paying for shit. Wow. Who the hell is so low? Pay. Never had to pay. Bitch. There it is. Oh, sure. And I hate dropping seeds. Tell me what's show November. It is a person. I was 6 Avenue member. I think this is the part where Tyler Crater is in the accident. IRL. Car crash gonna take me. Oh wait, is this before or after car crash? Because it would make sense why it would be like after car crash, because he's like, what if my brakes don't work? Let me pull over quick. But he doesn't mention a car crash to Igor when he says car crash couldn't take me, green haired angels all around. Okay, it's actually not a question for you guys, it's a question for Google. Dude, this is like when he realizes no matter like what, he's mortal. Hmm. I would hope Tyler Crater knew that he was mortal. The album's a different story, guys. I forgot what track 7 was. Hold on. Why does he think garden shed's rhetorical? It must have a deeper meaning. I must listen to it 500 more times. Is it a person? I was 6, I remember. So yeah, he talks about like, what if I think the brake is, or what if I think the gas is my brake? Like, okay, so hold on. Not only did I think it was a head-on collision on a highway, it happened after this album, a year after, October 2018. He died because he fell asleep behind the wheel and he crashed into a car at USCLA. Thank God he lived because I love all of his albums. I don't know how much he was going. They already closed out the tab. um, I think Elon Musk. Some people confuse that for the Grammys. Yeah, no, he was uninjured, so it couldn't have been much. He crashed in UCLA. I want to go to UCLA someday. That's my dream school. Because nuclear physics, as you can see. Just kidding. There's nothing nuclear yet. Sadly. But that's crazy. He like mentioned car crashes. Next year he was in a car crash. Again, not a bad one. Fell asleep. Kinda stupid. I kinda want to take after Tyler, but I just got my license, kinda wanna keep it. You know. Here we going? Yeah, we're going. Alright. aggregate, concrete, or what are you? Aggregate, cement, water, all combined into two concrete plants to make 40 wet concrete to go into two more concrete plants to make four concrete blocks a second. Glitter. Get us hella money. So what is that? Two, four water things. Not bad actually. Alright, let's place them right here. Let's start placing them. Technically three, but we're gonna do four. Alright, let's see. Concrete plant. Mm, ugh, ugh. What was that? Alright. See how big you are. Not as big as you could be. That's what I like to see. And of course, we're gonna back it up by one. Alright, so let's see. We should plug it in, I guess. I mean, just, what am I doing? Extractor, water pump. There we go. Feel stupid for never finding the water pump. Except I do it every single time I play the game. But for water. Placing that what can cement. 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 So you bring it over into there. Cement. Cement. I don't even know the rest of it. I haven't even watched that. I'm not a big fan of shows. More of a fan. Or there are shows I want to watch. My friends were recommending me Supernatural. Want to watch it? Not on Hulu. So I'm gonna give it a watch soon. Maybe tomorrow? Perhaps. Perchancebly. Cement. You know, I could have believed that Taylor got in a car crash uh, after or during the production of Flower Boy. So how he talks about a car crash and gets scared. I mean, I think the same thing. That's my nightmare is getting in a car crash because all of my driving has been down the highway. I get in a car crash, it's probably fatal. Tyler was stupid. Number rule number 570, 2,763 of driving. Driving tired is like driving drunk. That's also information. You are just as equal to drive, like, you are just in much danger to drive asleep than you are to drive drunk. It's a bit less, but it's as equal. It's there's one, two, like like drunk and sleepiness, and then there's three. There's a difference between those. Yeah. I think a big one. But I all of what I've been told, based off of all of my tests, driving tired is just as bad as being drunk. When you're drunk and tired, uh, you're done for, you. shouldn't drink alcohol. You shouldn't drive sleep. You should always take a cat nap. Cat naps. Pull over to the side of the road. Toss your keys in the back. Lock your car. And take like a, I don't know, 15-minute sleep. Or sleep in a hotel. Don't ever drive tired. Make the world a safer place. That's my ultimate goal. Anyways, oh my gosh. Okay, aggregate into the right place. Then let's plug it all in. Could just sell this, or you know, we get 120 bucks more. You know how amazing 120 bucks sounds right now? Pretty good. This thing probably costed around 400,000. Don't know. Tell. Of course. Finish making it, and then I do a couple more calculations. Malcolm Saab. Should be that big. There's a will, there's a way. Holy. I actually remembered that. Okay, that's one. I forgot to do this. Anyways, hey Dad, sweet. I'm sorry. I think you're sorry. I called you the wrong name. See, my brain split. Your name, see, back. It's a little more fitting. Love you. Yes, very nice. You. Name's a shitty picture. Wolf. I'm singing Wolf. Technically, I'm singing Answer, but like, okay. My voice. That is bright. Okay, okay. I was off by a bit. A lot. Right. And then I will start stream when it sells. Not start stream, but you know. Shit. 64,000. That's gonna pay itself back real fast. Anyways, I will conclude today's episode. Uh, it's worth the 7 generators and this big old piece of land taken up. It's a lot, but you know, it's real good. We make a shit ton of money from this. Yeah, see? We're rich now. Anyways, that concludes it for this episode. Sorry if it was so sped up. Uh, it took a couple hours to make all this. But thank you for watching, and stay tuned for episode 8.